Hey, what's going on? Matthew Taman here. In this lesson, I wanted to address a question or talk about something that I get asked a lot of times, especially by those that are just getting started, even those that have been using Joomla for a very, very long time. They always ask me, Matthew, how did you get so good at Joomla? How did you learn so much? And, what is your secret? And one thing that I always tell them is this, and I want you to listen very closely. If you want to master Joomla this year, okay, for 2020, you need to understand one thing, and that is you have to have a systematic way of learning. What does that mean? Let's go over to Joomla.org now. Let's say you new to Joomla and you just heard about it, right? In 2007, this would happen to me. I heard about it, went on their website, and just started seeing as much information as I could gather. But back then, they had a lot more just documentation, and for anyone that is learning something, especially in today's world, just reading documentation doesn't always help. They do have, they didn't have as many videos, as they do now, of course, but I went and I learned one thing here and I skipped and I watched another video here and there. There very little, if anything, at that time, because we're talking about 2007. So I learned something. You have to learn from the school of hard knocks, as I like to say. But I learned that in order for you to master a skill set, you have to have a systematic way of learning something. So what I have done is everything that we do on this learnjoomlafast.com, it is 100% Joomla. There's no other platforms. There's no other softwares. There's nothing else. So what I did was, after a few months of doing some more research, I wanted to redesign the website. But I wanted to say, what is the best way to teach people how to really master Joomla? So what I came up with was a systematic, a modules way. And what that means is you learn systems. So module 1 take you through this, module 2 take you through that, and so on and so forth. If you don't follow a system, you will never truly master anything. And I've had people that have been using Joomla for years, and they'll reach out to me and say, man, I can't figure this out. I don't know this. And I've watched this video here and I got confused and I went there. Now, when you're getting started, that's okay. But if you're serious, once again, then you have to have a systematic way of learning it. So Learn Joomla Fast gives you a systematic way of learning. And by using the platform here, if you have any questions, you get stuck, you need clarity, you don't know what to do, what to put this, how to install this, you get the support that you need, which is another key thing, is that if you just go on any website, or whether it's like on YouTube and you watch a bunch of videos, you click there, you watch this, you watch that, you don't really have a systematic way of learning, because if you come across something, if you're experiencing some issues, it can take sometimes a long time for you to reach out to people, and sometimes they don't get back to you and you have to wait. So if you have an emergency on your site, something happens to it, with our system here that I built, is we can help you see what the problem is. Help you kind of figure out what's going on with the site. Why is it doing this? What do you need to do in order to fix it? So that is one thing that you have to understand, is if you, once again, want to master Joomla this year, okay, you need a systematic way of learning things. You got to get rid of the old patterns that you had before. You watch a few clips here and you go somewhere else and watch a few clips there. We have everything here on the Learn Joomla Fast platform. And once again, it is all 100% Joomla. So there is no room to add any other thing. Everything that you need, your questions can get answered. We also, provide live training support. So if you needed to, wanted to get a little more in-depth, that's also available as well. But I wanted to make this video because I get this question asked all the time in my channel. I get so many messages. Matthew, I'm struggling with this. I've watched this and I've been on this site and I've checked this out. Well, that is the problem. You've been to like 7, 8, 9, 10 different places and you're more confused, and I used to be that way before. And then I realized, like, man, I need to create a systematic way of learning. So because at the time when I started, they didn't have anything, I had to learn and make mistakes. And then that is how I was able to come up with the system and the formula that will help you master Joomla in no time.